Let's talk with Clohawk. I chat, I sing, I have lots of fun. I will talk to anyone. Let's talk with Clohawk. That's me. Hello, welcome back to my new show. I'm Clohawk. I'm joined by a very special guest. She's American. She's known as the girl with 1,000 voices. She's been on TV shows like Today Show, The Porgy Grady Show, This Morning, The Ellen Lady. Whoever she is, now she's on my show. Please welcome Christina Bianco.
Hi there, Albert. I'm so happy to be part of Series 1 of your brand new show. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for talking to me today. Before we get going, I'm going to ask you something really important.
Okay, no worries at all. Go ahead.
What's your favorite Haribo?
Oh, my favorite Haribo. That is actually a tough question. They're not as popular in the United States as they are in the UK. But I do love the peach. I love it. I love the sugary outside. It's not really good for your teeth. It's about as much sugar as I can handle. I just have a few, and then I hide the bag so I don't finish the whole thing. Yeah, the peach for me. Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite?
Sour ones. I can eat them all day, and they make my tongue fizz. So, Christina, you're known as an actor, singer, and an impressionist. Do you like doing one more than the other?
Now that is a very good question. No, the short answer is I don't prefer one over the other. I love acting, I love singing, I love doing impressions, and I really think that I wouldn't be able to do any of the three as well if I didn't do all three. Loving to sing in my own voice, singing as me, helps me doing impressions, both singing and speaking, because I know my own voice and I know what's safe and how flexible I can be and how I can play with it. And of course, when you do impressions and you sing, you tell a story and you play a character. So of course, all the acting work supports the singing and the impressions, and it all mixes together beautifully. I'm so grateful that I get to do all three individually and together. So hopefully that will continue. I'd like that.
My daddy says you're brilliant of impressions. Who's your favourite people to do?
Oh, I have to thank your father for that. I love everybody I impersonate. I always say to do a good impression, it has to be done with respect and love. So it's very hard for me to choose just one. So maybe I'll choose like 3 or 4, if that's okay with you, Albert. One of the first impressions I ever did was Judy Garland. Now she's before your time, but you may know her from playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. So when I was little, I would try to sound like her singing around the house. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. I didn't sound quite like that when I was 6 years old, but I tried. In the Broadway theater world, my personal favorite was a petite Italian New Yorker like myself, Bernadette Peters. Now, Bernadette Peters has a voice and she sounds like she could be a cartoon character, don't you think? And it's the same when she sings, so I love doing her because she's so unique. Who else? Oh, in the pop music world, one of my favorite people to impersonate, maybe you know her perhaps, Albert, is Celine Dion. I love her because she has a very funny way of speaking, you know, with her accent and her mannerisms, and she does a lot of chest pounding and funny expressions. But of course, she has a beautiful voice, known for singing such classics as Near, Far, Wherever You Are. I believe that no others go on. I hope you enjoyed that, Albert. And finally, I don't just do singing impressions. I love doing speaking impressions as well. And one of the voices that I find I kind of get stuck in, meaning when I start, it's hard to get out of the impression, I love it so much, is a British actress named Catherine Parkinson. Now, some of you don't know her name, but everybody knows her face and her voice. You see, Catherine Parkinson has done many adverts for Warburtons and Maltesers. She's the red-headed actress from the IT Crowd and Humans and, oh goodness, Doc Martin and so many others. Hang-Ups. She's won a BAFTA. She's absolutely wonderful. A very sweet woman who I was very fortunate to meet, and she approves of my impressions, so I'm ever so grateful. Excuse me, I got stuck in it again. That was a long answer. I hope that was okay, Albert.
Yeah, that's amazing, Christina. Can you do cartoon characters too? I love Mickey Mouse.
Yes, I love doing impressions of cartoon characters. I do Mickey Mouse. If I work a little hard, maybe I can get him right now. Oh boy! Oh, I just love talking to Albert, right, Minnie? Oh yes, Mickey. I just love Albert. He's so cute. And how about Elmo? Maybe I can get Elmo. Hi, I'm Elmo. Elmo wants to be your friend and wants to play. That voice makes me think of another cartoon character, Dora the Explorer. Hola, soy Dora. This one wakes up my neighbors. And, oh, one more for you. Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. I like her voice because it's a little different. It's kind of scratchy. And I love that she's so sarcastic. She says things like, hello, are you a hobo? You're not from around here, are you? I just love that. Hey, Albert, how about you? Do you do any impressions?
I don't know, I can try. Let's see if I can do Mickey. Oh boy, I love you, Minnie. I think I need some practice. I don't know about you, but I love my books. I have loads. My favourite one are my Dr. Seuss books. What's your favourite book, Christina?
Oh, I love Dr. Seuss books, but my favorite of all time, this is hard. I love Jane Austen books. Oh, I've got one. It's called The Shadow of the Wind, and it's a mystery written by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. Now, that book is probably a little bit adult for you right now, but he did write a beautiful book, another mystery, called Marina for young adults. So you could read that very soon, Albert.
I haven't heard of that. I'll check it out when I'm older. Well, Christina, sadly our time is running out. We've got time for our quick fire questions. Answer these as fast as you can. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay. Quick fire. You know I talk a lot, but I will do my best. I'm ready.
What's your favourite crisp?
Okay, my favorite crisp in the UK would be anything that's salt and vinegar. I love that flavor. They don't make a lot of it here in the US. In the US, I go for something traditional, like Ruffles Original.
What's your favourite Toy Story character?
Oh, that's hard. I want to say Woody, but it's so predictable. Oh, I know. I love Mr. Potato Head. Why? Because he's a real New Yorker. He talks like this. Hey, my eye, my this, my that. I love Mr. Potato Head. As a lifelong New Yorker, gotta go with him.
What's your favourite subject at school?
My favorite subject in school was not maths. No, my favorite subject was English. I love to write and I love to tell stories and I love to read. So anything with literature, we called that English where I went to school. So that was my favorite subject.
Do you prefer mini eggs or cream eggs?
Oh, Albert, absolutely no contest. I want the Cadbury's cream egg. I don't know what kind of sugary goodness is inside it, but as long as I can have that, why would I choose the regular one? No, cream egg all the way.
Finally, what's best, New York or London?
Oh, you're going to make me choose. Well, you know, they always say that the expression, the grass is always greener. So the grass is always greener in someone else's yard means that you think that that life is better somehow. So since I've grown up in New York and I do love it, I do think of London as being so perfect and idyllic. I look at it through rose-colored glasses, if you know that expression. So I would say London, but don't tell New York.
I went to London on holiday. I loved it. I saw Buckingham Palace and Big Ben. I loved the Tube. I can't wait to go again. Do you love it?
Oh yeah, I absolutely love London and all of the UK, and I've been so lucky to have so many great experiences there over the years. Even just recently in these crazy times, I flew to the UK and I quarantined under very, very strict rules and conditions so I could film a performance on a brand new TV show called Game of Talents. Maybe you saw me. I sang doing all of my impressions in one song, and it was so incredibly cool.
Oh wow, that's fab news! I can't wait to catch up with you. This interview has been so much fun. Before you go, I've got one final thing to ask.
Yeah, that's okay. You can ask me anything you want, Albert.
Okay, I think you're really pretty. And you make me laugh a lot. Can I be your boyfriend? I will love to take you for some chips at Barry Island. My treat.
Albert, that is the most wonderful offer. I would love some chips down at Barry Island, and we can still go together, but you're gonna have to go just as my friend and not my boyfriend. I am so flattered, but I have been married for quite some time, and I don't think my husband is willing to share. So we can still be pals, we can still go to Barry Island, but just as friends. That's okay.
Okay, it was worth a try. Thanks again, Christina, for being on my show. I love talking to you. You're brilliant.
No, thank you, Albert. Thank you so much for talking to me. This has been so great. The time has flown by, and I hope that you'll have me on your show again because I'm sure it's going to continue to be a huge success.
Tune in again next week to see who my special guest will be. That's me, Albert Clohawk, over and out. Bye.